Good morning, students. Standard 10, Subject Physics, Lesson 6, Nuclear Physics. Topics Alpha, Beta, and Gamma rays. Page number 77 to 78. Today, you will learn about alpha, beta, and gamma rays. Properties of alpha, beta, and gamma rays. Radioactive displacement law, alpha decay, beta decay, and gamma decay. In last class, you learn about discovery of radioactivity, definition of radioactivity, natural radioactivity, artificial or induced radioactivity, the comparison between natural and artificial radioactivity, and units of radioactivity. We already know about nuclear physics, the branch of physics which deals with the structure, properties, and reaction of the nuclear atoms. A Greek philosopher, Democritus, in 400 BC believed that matter is made up of tiny, indestructible units called atoms. Later, in 1803, John Dalton considered that elements consist of atoms which are identical in nature. Identical means same. Then J. Thomson discovered cathode rays known as electrons experimentally, and Goldstein discovered positive rays which were named as protons by Rutherford. In 1932, James Chadwick discovered the chargeless particles called neutrons. In 1911, the British scientist Ernest Rutherford explained that the mass of an atom is concentrated in its central part. It is called nucleus. Radioactivity, the emission of ionizing radiation. In 1896, French physicist Henri Becquerel finished his research for the week and stored a certain amount of uranium compound away in a drawer for a weekend. By chance, an unexposed photographic plate was also stored in the same drawer. After a week, he returned and noticed that the film had been exposed to some radiation. Uranium radiated something that could affect a photographic plate. This phenomenon was called as radioactivity. Uranium was identified to be a radioactive element. So he discovered that he could reproduce the effect whenever he placed uranium near a photographic film. Apparently, uranium radiated something that would affect a photographic plate. This phenomenon was called as radioactivity. Discovery of radioactivity. 2 years later, the physicist Marie Curie and her husband Pierre Curie detected radioactivity in pitchblende, a tiny black substance. They were not surprised at the radioactivity of pitchblende, which is known as an ore of uranium. So later, they discovered that the radiation was more intense from pure uranium. Also, it was found that the pitchblende had less concentration of uranium. They concluded that some other substance was present in pitchblende. After separating this new substance, they discovered that it had unknown chemical properties and it also emitted radiation spontaneously like uranium. They named this new substance as radium. The radioactive elements emit harmful radioactive radiations like alpha, beta, and gamma rays. What is radioactivity? We already studied. The phenomenon of nuclear decay of certain elements with the emission of radiations like alpha, beta, and gamma rays is called radioactivity, and the elements which undergo this phenomenon are called radioactive elements. Next, natural radioactivity. The elements such as uranium and radium undergo radioactivity and emit the radiations and are born without any human intervention. This phenomenon of spontaneous emission of radiations from certain elements and their own is called natural radioactivity. The next type, artificial radioactivity or induced radioactivity. So this type of radioactivity was discovered by Irene Curie and F. Joliot in 1934. The phenomenon by which even light elements are made radioactive by artificial or induced methods is called artificial radioactivity or man-made radioactivity. Artificial radioactivity is induced in certain lighter elements, for example, boron, aluminium, by bombarding them with radiation such as alpha particles emitted during the natural radioactivity of uranium. So, this also results in the emission of invisible radiations and elementary particles. The comparison between natural and artificial radioactivity. We already studied natural radioactivity, say emission of radiation due to self disintegration of your nucleus, but artificial radioactivity due to disintegration of your nucleus through induced process. And natural radioactivity emitted alpha, beta and gamma radiations. What about artificial radioactivity? Mostly elementary particles such as neutron, positron are emitted. And natural radioactivity is a spontaneous process, but artificial radioactivity is an induced process. So natural radioactivity exhibited by elements with atomic number more than 83. Then artificial radioactivity exhibited by elements with atomic number less than 83. And natural radioactivity cannot be controlled, but artificial radioactivity can be controlled. Then what are the units of radioactivity? Curie. It is the traditional unit of radioactivity. It is defined as the quantity of your radioactive substance which undergoes 3.7 into 10 power 10 disintegrations in 1 second. Then what about Rutherford? It is another unit of radioactivity. 1 Rutherford is equal to 10 power 6 disintegrations per second. Then Becquerel. It is the SI unit of radioactivity. The SI unit of radioactivity is becquerel. It is defined as the quantity of 1 disintegration per second. Then Roentgen. It is the radiation exposure of gamma rays and X-rays is measured by another unit called Roentgen. 1 Roentgen is defined as the quantity of radioactive substance which produces a charge of 2.58 into 10 power minus 4 coulomb in 1 kilogram of air under standard conditions of pressure, temperature and humidity. Today you will learn about alpha, beta and gamma rays. When a radioactive nucleus undergoes radioactivity, it emits harmful radiations. These radiations are usually comprised of any of the three types of particles. They are alpha rays, beta rays and gamma radiations. So alpha radiations, it contains 2 protons and 2 neutrons. What about beta? It is a high energy electron. And the last one, gamma radiations, means it is a high energy electromagnetic waves. Properties of alpha, beta and gamma rays. Alpha rays means it's a helium nucleus 2He4 consisting of 2 protons and 2 neutrons. What is proton? Proton is a stable subatomic particle occurring in all atomic nuclei with a positive electric charge equal in magnitude to that of an electron but a opposite sign. Then what about neutrons? We know it is a subatomic particle of about the same mass as a proton but without an electric charge. Beta rays, they are electrons minus 1 E0, basic elementary particle in all atoms. We know electrons is a stable subatomic particle with a charge of negative electricity found in all atoms. Protons and neutrons have considerable mass, but electrons don't have such a considerable mass. And gamma rays, they are electromagnetic waves consisting of photons. What is electromagnetic waves? Electromagnetic waves means it is a radiation consisting of waves of energy associated with electric and magnetic fields resulting from the acceleration of an electric charge. Photon means it is a particle representing a quantum of light or other electromagnetic radiations. Then now we discuss about the charge of alpha, beta and gamma rays. Alpha rays positively charged particles. So charge of each alpha particle is equal to plus 2e. It contains double positive charge. What about beta rays? It is a negatively charged particles and the charge of each beta particle is equal to minus e. This minus indicate this particle is a negative charge. Then what about gamma rays? It's a neutral particles. Charge of each gamma particle is equal to 0. Then the third point, ionizing power. So what is the ionizing power? The ability of radiation to damage molecules is analyzed in terms of what is called ionizing power. When a radiation particle interacts with the atoms, the interaction can cause the atom to lose electrons and thus become ionized. Ionizing power of alpha rays compared with the beta and gamma rays means 100 times greater than beta rays. When alpha rays is compared with the beta rays means alpha rays contain 100 times greater ionizing power than beta rays. And alpha rays is compared with the gamma rays means 10,000 times greater than gamma rays. Then beta rays comparatively low and gamma rays contain very less ionization power. Then penetrating power. So penetrating power means it is the power of an electron beam transmitted for a substance. So alpha rays contain low penetrating power even stopped by a thick paper. So the penetrating power of alpha rays is very low. Beta rays penetrating power is greater than alpha rays. They can penetrate through a thin metal foil. So that metal rolled into a thin flexible sheet, that is a metal foil. So they can penetrate through a thin metal foil. Then what about gamma rays? They have a very high penetrating power greater than that of beta rays. They can penetrate through thick metal blocks also. When we compare alpha, beta and gamma rays contain very high penetrating power. Then alpha rays contain very low penetrating power. Then we go to the next point, effect of electric and magnetic field. Alpha rays deflected by both the fields. Alpha rays deflected by electric field and magnetic field in accordance with the Fleming's left hand rule. We already studied about the Fleming's left hand rule. What is the rule? Fleming left hand rule states that while stretching the three fingers of left hand in perpendicular manner with each other, if the direction of the current is denoted by middle finger of the left hand and the second finger is for direction of the magnetic field, then the thumb of the left hand denotes the direction of force or movement of the conduction. So beta rays deflected by the electric and as well as magnetic field, but the direction of the deflection is opposite to alpha rays. Deflection means the change of direction to any side, and gamma rays are not deflected by electric and magnetic field. Then the last point, speed. Alpha rays speed ranges from 1 by 10 to 1 by 20 times the speed of light. What is speed of light? The speed at which light travels in a vacuum. When we compare the speed of light, alpha rays speed ranges from 1 by 10 to 1 by 20 times of speed of light. Then beta rays speed can go up to 9 by 10 times the speed of light. 9 by 10 into speed of light. Then finally gamma rays travel with the speed of light. It is equal to the speed of light. The next topic, radioactive displacement law. In 1913, Soddy and Fajan framed the displacement laws governing the daughter nucleus produced during an alpha and beta decay. They are stated below. The first law, when a radioactive element emits an alpha particle means it's a helium 2 He4. A daughter nucleus is formed whose mass number is less by 4 units and the atomic number is less by 2 units than the mass number and atomic number of the parent nucleus. What is atomic number? We know the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom is atomic number. Atomic number is indicated by the letter Z. Atomic number Z equal to number of protons or number of electrons. Then what about mass number? Mass number is the sum of protons and neutrons in a nucleus. So mass number indicated by the letter A. Mass number A is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons. So when a radioactive element emits an alpha particle, a daughter nucleus is formed whose mass number is less by 4 units. Mass number is decreases to 4 units and the atomic number is less by 2 units. Then we compare with the parent nucleus. That meaning a daughter nucleus is formed with the loss of mass number is less by 4. Then the second law, when a radioactive element emits beta particle means it is an electron. When a radioactive element emits a beta particle, a daughter nucleus is formed whose mass number is same but the atomic number is more by 1 unit than the atomic number of the parent nucleus. We know already mass number means sum of protons and neutrons. Atomic number means number of protons or number of electrons. Next topic, alpha decay. A nuclear reaction in which a unstable parent nucleus emits an alpha particle to form a stable daughter nucleus is called alpha decay. That meaning it's an unstable parent nucleus emits an alpha particle and forms a stable daughter nucleus is called alpha decay. Example, decay of uranium-238 to thorium-234 with the emission of an alpha particle. See the equation. 92 uranium-238 emitted alpha rays and it forms a daughter nucleus. The daughter nucleus 90 Th thorium 234. So when a radioactive element emits an alpha particle, a daughter nucleus is formed. Thorium is a daughter nucleus whose mass number is less by 4 units. 238 minus 4 means we get 234. And the atomic number 92 of parent nucleus is less by 2. 92 minus 2 means it's equal to 90. Then the mass number and atomic number of the parent nucleus. So 92 minus 2 means 90. Then 238 minus 4. Mass number decreases by 4 means 90 thorium 234. See the equation. 92 uranium 238 gives 90 thorium 234 plus 2 He4. 2 He4 is a alpha particle. In alpha decay, the parent nucleus emits an alpha particle and so it is clear that for the daughter nucleus, the mass number decreases by 4. See, mass number decreases by 4 and the atomic number 92 decreases by 2. That means 92 minus 90. So it's a alpha decay. When a radioactive element emits an alpha particle, a daughter nucleus is formed whose mass number is less by 4 units and the atomic number is less by 2 units than the mass number and atomic number of the parent nucleus. The next one, beta decay. A nuclear reaction in which an unstable parent nucleus emits a beta particle and forms a stable daughter nucleus is called beta decay. So unstable parent nucleus emits the beta particle. Beta particle means it's an electron and it forms a stable daughter nucleus is called the beta decay. See the equation. Beta decay of phosphorus. When a radioactive element emits a beta particle, a daughter nucleus is formed whose mass number is the same. Mass number 32 is the same. But what about atomic number? 15 is more by 1 unit. 15 plus 1 means 16. But the mass number is same. Atomic number is increases by 1. Mass number is same. In beta decay, there is no change in the mass number of the daughter nucleus, but the atomic number increases by 1. In nuclear reaction, the element formed as the product nucleus is identified by the atomic number of the resulting nucleus and not by its mass number. When we compare the mass number means both are equal. The product nucleus is identified the atomic number of the resulting nucleus. That's a very important point. Then the last topic, gamma decay. In a gamma decay, only the energy level of the nucleus changes. The atomic number and mass number of the radioactive nucleus remain the same. See 94. See the diagram. The atomic and mass number are same, but the energy level of the nucleus changes. What is energy level? It is the fixed amount of energy that is system described by quantum mechanics such as a molecule or atoms. So in gamma decay only the energy level of the nucleus only changes. The atomic number and mass number of the radioactive nucleus remains the same. In today's class you studied about properties of alpha, beta and gamma rays. Alpha rays means it's a helium nucleus consisting of 2 protons and 2 neutrons. Then what about beta? Beta rays are electrons and gamma rays they are electromagnetic waves. Then what about the charge of alpha rays? Plus 2e positive charge. Then beta rays means it's a negative charge. Then what about gamma rays? It is a neutral particles. Charge of each gamma particle is equal to 0. When we compare the alpha, beta, gamma rays means the ionizing power of alpha rays 100 times greater than the beta rays and 10,000 times greater than the gamma rays. Beta rays comparatively low ionizing power, then gamma rays contain very less ionization power. Then penetrating power for the gamma rays is very high. For the alpha rays means it contains low penetrating power. Effect of electric and magnetic field. Alpha rays deflected by the both the fields and beta rays also deflected by the electric and magnetic field, but the direction of deflection is opposite to the alpha rays. Then gamma rays they are not deflected by both the electric and magnetic field. Then what about the speed of alpha rays? The speed ranges from 1 by 10 to 1 by 20 times the speed of light for alpha rays. Then beta rays speed can go up to 9 by 10 times the speed of light. Then gamma rays they travel with the speed of light. Then next topic you studied. Radioactive displacement law. First one, when a radioactive element emits an alpha particle, a daughter nucleus is formed whose mass number is less by 4 units and the atomic number is less by 2 units compared with the parent nucleus. Then the second law, when a radioactive element emits beta particle means -1 E0 electron. A daughter nucleus is formed whose mass number is the same and the atomic number is more by 1 unit than the parent nucleus. Then you studied about alpha decay, a nuclear reaction in which an unstable parent nucleus emits alpha particle and forms a stable daughter nucleus is called alpha decay. Example, decay of uranium-238 to thorium-234 with the emission of alpha particle. Beta decay, a nuclear reaction in which an unstable parent nucleus emits a beta particle and forms a stable daughter nucleus is called beta decay. Example, beta decay of phosphorus. In beta decay, there is no change in the mass number of the daughter nucleus, but the atomic number increases by 1. And the last topic, gamma decay. In a gamma decay, only the energy level of the nucleus changes. The atomic number and mass number of the radioactive nucleus remains the same. Thank you, students.